Hello? Hello? Lord God, thank you for allowing me to be here today. Give me the strength to listen in order to do this right. In order to get these names out there, Lord, for their benefit. These things I ask me something today. For all of you who are going to be watching this replay, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this replay. I'm going to be reading some poetry today. The main feature I'd like to work on today is all the dedications that I have for the different people. So I'm going to try to do that today. Some of the collaborations that I've done, I want to do some of those today. And then anybody who joins this chat live, I will read some of their poems as well. So that's what my goal is today. Again, my name is IAm MichAel. I am a poet on Poetizer. If you have not joined the Poetizer app, I would suggest that you join it. It's a good place to go to hang out with people and friends, chat with them, get to know people live. I'm going to have another all-day marathon on Friday. So keep that in mind. I'll be doing just like last Friday from 10 to 12, 3 to 5, 8 to 10. That'll be Eastern Standard Time, United States. So check your time zones so that you're able to see it and not miss your opportunity to have your poems read live. The other thing I want to say is I'm going to start reading promptly at 11 o'clock. So if if nobody's in here, or two, if somebody's in here and then there's no poems to be read, I would either read one of them at random, or I would just go back to, like I said, I'll read some of these dedication poems that I've recently written for certain people on Poetizer, or some collaborations that I've worked on for people on Poetizer, to get those names out there, because I appreciate them for doing that. Also, don't forget to go to Live Writers YouTube channel. He's trying to set up a Zoom. In fact, he was going to do a Zoom, and I had an issue with family emergency, which has been dealt with now. So that issue is kind of, resolved. So join his channel so you can get that Zoom set up. I'm going to also be working on a book series coming up. We'll give you more information about that once that gets off the ground. So another 4 minutes and we'll begin this live poetry reading. And again, I just want to thank you for watching this replay. I appreciate that. And anybody, of course, who joined, I appreciate that as well. Okay. Looks like Christina might be here. Great. Okay. Again, I want to thank all of you who do join me. You will definitely get your poems read, as many as you want. And then those who will be watching the replay, if you want to leave comments on that replay, then the next time that I run this, I'll remember that, and I'll read your poems for you if you like in your absence, so you don't even have to join. So eventually, it's going to get to the point to where I'm not going to be doing these podcasts in my apartment. I'll be doing it like maybe by the White House or, maybe downtown or in a grocery store or something, some different backgrounds for you. So you'll see the same, background. So we'll get there. We'll get there. It's just going to take some time getting this off the ground. So that's basically where we're at right now. Looks like we're going to have several people here, so that's going to be good. Okay, just want to let everybody know that once you join, please allow me to know what your poetizer handle is so that I know who you are, so I can read your poems. And we'll get it going here. Yep, you're here. Once again, please allow me to know what your handle is once more. I got a nice, my brother's here. Congratulations. Make sure you let me know what your poetizer handles are, please. And if you want your poems read, mark it with a star, and then I'll read your poems for you. Uh, Nice to see my brother. My brother is a truck driver. He's very, very busy. So for him to be here is quite a big deal. The other thing to keep in mind is, it's 11 o'clock now, to keep in mind is, even if I have read your poems already in the past, don't think that I won't read them again for you. So you say, hey, he read it last time and I didn't quite like the way he read it last time, so let him read it again this time. That'd be great. Great. Sage. It's nice to see you, Sage. Of course, I know Sage. Sage Bird is a fantastic, fantastic poem. If you have not followed Sage on Poetizer, get to stepping. You're missing out on a really great poet. So, once again, if I've read your poems in the past, don't worry. You can say, Michael, please read this. So, let me just start by saying thank you, everybody who is here. This YouTube does not always tell me who's here. When it says participants, it'll be blank sometimes. Sometimes it'll be one. Sometimes it'll be two. So just always, raise your hand, say, hey, I'm here. And, put your poems down in there. Put your star by your poem so I can say, okay, this is a poem that I'm going to read. So it's nice to see everybody here. I am going to start by reading the latest poem that I have for dedication. And it is called Tea Baby. And it is based off of a poet. Her name is Just Tea Baby. So I'm going to read this dedication poem to get us started here. And then to give you guys a chance to put your poems inside of the bracket. Nice to see Just Tea Baby here. So I'm going to read this first. It's called Tea Baby. Come, elucidate your thoughts within my mind. I am the light that shines. As you walk your path behind, a reader by day, a seeder by night, you will know my power in the very hour of twilight. Let your mind fall into this trance of metaphoric romance and dance. Take with you my love. Feel this heat from above. My offer is strong. My longing is sure. You're where you belong. When your love is pure, watching, waiting, wanting, wondering, light under a bushel, no more. Let the whole wide world hear me roar. Now, this poet, Just Tea Baby, if you haven't followed her, go ahead and follow her on Poetizer. Great poems. She has a book on Amazon now. So if you would like to go ahead and look at the description that you have on this podcast. At the very bottom, you will see an Amazon link, and you click on that link, and it'll take you straight to her book. It's called, I believe it's called Thoughts of an Introvert. Click on that. You can get a preview of a copy of her book, because that's the one we're featuring today on this podcast. It's her book. And if you like what you read in the preview, go ahead and click on it. I believe it's only like $7.99. It's a steal. 52 pages of absolute bliss. And just click on that, purchase that book for her, and that'll definitely help her out and encourage her to make not only more books, but to make that into a softback and a hardback book, which is what all of us poets eventually want to do. So thank you very much for entertaining that. I don't see any books or any poems listed here yet, so I don't want to waste any time. These 2 hours are going to go by real fast. So I'm going to go ahead and read another dedication here real quick. Let's get this pulled up here. I got a lot of dedications here that I've been doing these last few days. So this one here is called Laura G. Now, if you guys don't know this poet, I would definitely suggest that you follow her. Great, Bizarre Occurrence. That'll be next. Laura G is I'm telling you, this is the absolute gem on Poetizer. She's a great poet, and she's a great friend. So definitely follow her on Poetizer. Let's get this. It's called Laura G. People may call me a hard woman. My morals and values are high, I understand. But I am a very loving spirit. Anyone who knows me will say it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I will get raw. An occasional poem in the Eros you all saw. It may be a bit of spite and malice at times. But usually my poetry is just my time to shine. Take it from me, always watch your P's and Q's. Watch how you carry yourself on this site. Because if you don't, you'll be in for a fight. And then you will see a show of my might. Once again, that's a description, quite accurate, of Laura G. So if you don't know her, if you don't follow her, I encourage you to do so. You would really be at a loss by not doing that. This will be by Damien T. Hallen. I got the first one called Bizarre Occurrence. Just give a little backstory on this poem while I'm pulling this up. Damien T. Hallen, of course, is a remarkable poet. And Bizarre Occurrence, he came up with in a conglomeration of poems at one time. And just a little wry, humorous poem that he drew out to make people laugh and think. So you'll all like this poem. Okay. Here we go. Again, this is by Damien T. Hallen. If you guys don't know, this is my brother. I'm sure you all know this by now. So, Damien T. Hallen, Bizarre Occurrence. Witnessing quirky jamborees with 77 squirming serpents sneakily jammed within 99 corridors juxtaposed full of colonnades throughout the bazaar, what did quizzically flummoxed onlookers expressively bellow? How frightfully bizarre, indeed. Thank you for that sound off. I don't know what is supposed to be meant by that other than to have a right good chuckle. Excuse me, I do live on the pulp out of Washington, D.C., Southeast D.C. So you will hear an occasional 2, 3, or multiple siren sounds. Don't worry, I don't think anybody's dead yet. Okay. Great. Cracks filled with gold here. Congratulations. Yes, I'm very happy to have you. Everybody, I'm so happy to have you. I'm so thrilled to have you. Again, make sure you put in your poems in here, and I will read those for you. If I don't see your poem, I will go ahead and continue to read these dedication poems. I want to make sure that I get on here, that everybody has joined us. Ashley Gunn, nice to see you. Cracks Foiled with Gold, I got to tell you. Another phenomenal poet. If you don't follow her today. Follow her today. It's a fantastic poet. Okay, I see one here. Another one by Damon T. Hallen. Put your poems in here so I can read them for you, please. Better Me. I got to tell you. This is a really good poem by Damon T. Hallen, A Better Me. I'll explain to you why afterwards. Feel free once again to talk to each other, to get to know each other a little bit better. Okay. Looking at my author here. Thank you for your patience. Also, coming up here in the future, I will be having, once I start traveling, once I get my car, I will have guest poets or guest readers to be reading your poems. So it's not just me. Get used to the same voice all the time. Sometimes it's nice to hear a different voice. So we'll bring that to you live here in the future. So here's a poem by Damon T. Hallen. It's called A Better Me. I was a man with a lonesome past, of faded memories that seldom last, but only by chance I had been told to live as one whose heart is bold. Though my fate ahead may be quite uncertain, yet held from me behind a curtain. Here and now, yes, I do declare, new fears I find have no cause for care. About this past I no longer sigh. Yes, I journey thence with my head up high, never turning back, thereby falling forlorn, yearning dreams gone, ever old and worn. I move forward and straight while walking my path, so then I might conquer all my wrath. I must keep going, thus shall not stop, and my greatest wish I will not drop. By staying true, honest, and free, there always remains a better me. Now, the interesting thing about this poem is if you wish to listen to this in its live version, I myself have went ahead and I recorded, put on a video, and I sang this with music on this channel. So when you get done watching this live version here, or when you get done being in this channel, go ahead. It's called A Better Me. You can listen to it either with the song being sung or karaoke, where you can sing it yourself with the words and the description. So me and my brother, we took our time to do that for you specifically with these poems. Again, it's so nice to have all of you guys here. I don't see anybody having poems here, so I can go ahead and do a randomized reading. I'm going to read something from Cracks Filled with Gold here. So give me a chance here to look this up. Here we go. I'll do fudge still a minute in a second. Ooh, can you do one of mine called question mark? Yes. So let's get the question mark. Okay. Cracks Full of Gold, by the way, is, like I said, remarkable poet. And ever since I've been reading her poems, I've always been fascinated. Let's see. Here it is. This is cracks filled with gold. Ashley Gunn. Ashley Gunn? Mm-hmm. Question mark. Every time I see you there, anchored at the end of a phrase, it makes me start to ponder as I crinkle my face. You ride bareback on a full stop, or maybe that's just part of your physique. Either way, it's beautiful how you are so steadfast in the answers that you seek. We're kindred spirits, you and I, never satisfied with absolutes, possessed with an insatiable appetite, always hunting for the underlying truths. Without you, there would be no growth and change of mankind. Because without you, there would be no challenge, no more answers to find. It's noble what you do, this ambitious journey on which you embark, persevering through the adversary, fierce and valiant question mark. Again, this is by Cracks Filled with Gold. As you can see, she's got really interesting style. You can see why I follow her everywhere she goes. Fantastic. Fantastic. We got one first here from Fudge Dilemma, and then I'm going to go to Firefly. Firefly. So let's get this Fudge Dilemma here. You're going to all bust a gusset when you hear this. One of the funniest poems I've ever read in my entire life. Some ancient. That's a lot of poems. Here we go. Now, to let you know, there is also a play version that is offered on Poetizer. I will bring it back to you guys sometime here in the near future. It was on my other account. So, Fudge Dilemma by Damien T. Howland. Thank you. Okay. Fudge seemed wonderfully amused when Fudge happened upon a plump loaf of fudge-like fudge, which he assumed was indeed a lump of fudge. Just imagine this queer look of horror on his fudge-encrusted face while Fudge gazed down at fudge-covered hands and to the bemusement of Fudge, utterly realized the seemingly scrumptious loaf of fudge, which was excitedly so voraciously consumed by Fudge, was not at all the delightfully delectable plump lump of fudge that was ever hoped would thus be heartily enjoyed by Fudge. Now, that is also offered live, well, not live, but recorded by myself with music. So if you wish to hear that, you can do that after this podcast. Just click on it and enjoy yourself and look at the humor that me and my brother have offered you to do so. Dom Dom Sage, Firefly. And then we'll do You're a Devil by T-Bird. So let's look up Firefly, Dom Dom, by Sagebird. Thanks again for joining us. Once you do come, just give us like a wave, say hello, I'm here, and put a star, something asterisk by the poem so I know to read it. This is called By Firefly. I'm assuming that it's by Firefly, not just by Firefly. Okay. There's several fireflies here. Just says Firefly. So I'm going to assume I'll just read both of them. No harm. I don't know which one you want. So this is by Firefly. I get to hear this all day and all night. Lucky me, huh? Okay. By Firefly by Sagebird. My heart is burning. The walls are rebuilding as you slowly fly away from me. After another firefly who can fly. But she is flying with somebody else. So you say you're waiting? But I'm waiting. Why can't you see my light shining from the ground? I look around, realizing there's no one left that surrounds. Everyone wants to fly, so they leave me behind. And we would go to my firefly. Your eyes are like gray pools of memories. They burn with a crazed light that makes my heart tight. As I am lost in those gray eyes, I realize you are my firefly. The thought of you buzzes around my head, lighting up my life. The light that burns all the bad stuff away, I will fly with you every night. I will hold on tight, for I cannot fly, for my wings are broken from all the people trying to jar us up, trying to catch our beauty falter. And their never ending cycle of laughter. That was by Sage Bird. Dom Dom. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and read You're the Devil by Just T Baby. Just to give you a little history, this is a very, very fine poet. She has a book for sale, which we're featuring today. Make sure you click on that link to check her book out. And if you like it, go ahead and purchase it. It's not going to break the bank. $7.99. It's a good deal. This is going to be one of her poems, so you can see what her poems sound like. Let's see. I want to make sure that you guys realize that when you give me the titles, make sure that they're precise. I need the correct punctuation and everything because Poetizer does no favors. So, You're the Devil. We read this before in the last podcast. We'll read this again. And here it is. You're a devil. You're a cheat. You're inexplicable. You're a freak. I bet you will disembowel all your secrets to a stranger you will never meet. Limber twists are disguised, only truly running skin deep. Shallow is your dive when speaking through your teeth. Anger only kills, robs, and destroys anything and everything you ever cared for. It's a promise the universe tends to always and forever keep. Once again, that's by Just T Baby. If you don't follow her, I suggest that you do follow her, like, and comment on her poems. So, thanks again for that, Just T Baby. Yes, thank you very much. You're very welcome, Just T Baby. Um, I'm going to do a poem from Unknown Friend first, and then I'll go to Friends Revisited. Um, she hasn't allowed me to know which one of her poems yet, but she did a couple of riddles. A couple of them I think I might have got. Maniac memories to get to that. Um, a couple of the riddles I got, a couple of them I did not get. So let's go to Unknown Friend real quick here. Again, follow all these names. These are all great poets. And you won't be disappointed. Here's one. It's called What Is What It Is. You can see it everywhere, but you just don't notice it. What is it? Who it is? Him is always smiling. Him is considered a crazy man. Him is considered a villain. Him have a movie. Who it is? Of course, my brother would know who it is. He likes that movie. The latest poem by Unknown Friend is called Promise. If it rains tomorrow too, it's serious. I won't blame the sun for anything. Just don't be sad anymore, or you will have missed his moon. Anyway, the sun is very dizzy now. Uh, just a phenomenal little, quirky, funny young poet. If you haven't followed her yet, please do so, unknown friend. Friends Revisited by Damien T. Hallen. We outside of what we hear our heads as we write it don't mean it's what it's experienced to others. It's cool what you're doing, reading another work for me. It's always a curiosity she wrote and how it's read. Nice. Thank you. Friends Revisited by Damien T. Hallen. This is something that I collaborated with my brother on. I think that everybody here will enjoy this. And if you haven't followed Damien T. Hallen, you're missing out. So make sure you follow him, comment, and like. He entered a poetry contest, and this got first place, this poem. So you're hearing a number one poem out of a category right here. Friends come few and far between. Noble are we whether king or queen. Soulmates cross paths, but yet ever pair. By thoughts and dreams we freely share. Friends wield power, healing many rifts. Living in faith, indeed granting these gifts. Forever pure love thus burns boldly bright. Friends are then led by the one true light. Friends in all ways bring hope and happiness. Nevermore in sadness, evermore with gladness. In action indeed do we wholly attend. Journeys of life mates many a friend. Friendship becomes ours, never breaking apart. Ever sharing our peace, always heart to heart. Lonesome never again, so our love transcends. Thus fortune for us all finding true friends. I will one day be making that into a song, and I will sing it. But as of right now, it's not. Like, follow, make a comment on Poetizer. It's one of those gems that you'll like hearing. Okay. Windsor. Thank you very much for what you said. It's cool what you're doing, reading another work for me. Starts a curiosity what I actually wrote and how it's read. Read outside of what we're here, our heads as we write it. Don't mean it's what is experienced to others. Okay. Make sure again that you put your poems down here. Windsor. I don't know. Is that your poetizer handle? If not, let me know your poetizer handle. I'm going to read Maniac Memories here by Cracks Filled with Gold. Once again, just a phenomenal poet here. Phenomenal. Maniacal Memories. Windsor. Great. Thank you. Maniacal Memories. Got it. Popped right up. Cracks Filled with Gold. You violently emerged from the depths of my mind, where I intentionally left you behind to die, ravaging my soul with no expense spared, tearing down all the walls that I built. I fight to push you back down into the dark abyss, though in my efforts I fall shamelessly and remiss. You have won this battle, but the war is not over. You wreaked havoc on my peaceful slumber, and for your foolishness, revenge I shall seek. Darkness will find you, you maniacal little creep. I'm glad she wasn't talking about me on that occasion. And I'm sure you're glad she was talking about you. It's a very good poem. Thank you very much. Prime by Just T Baby. Okay. This might not be easy to find because I'm sure there's a lot of Prime in here, but we'll type in the name of it first and we'll see what happens. Let's see. No, this is not going to work. Oh, it did work. Congratulations. This is another one by Just T Baby. It's called Prime. Again, I'm reading these a little bit faster than what I normally would because I've only got 2 hours here. I've got to get me some sleep and a couple more books to publish. Speaking of publishing books, I'm working on a series right now, but in my spare time, which of course is very, very limited. But in my spare time, if you are interested in getting one of your books published on my bookshelf on Amazon, let me know in the comment section after this pod session. Put it in the comment section. Say, I want my book published. Can you help me with it? Or DM me on Poetizer. Say, this is what I want. I want my book published. And get your book in doc format. Send it to me in that format. Don't send it to me any other way. If it's not in doc format, I don't want your book because it's too much work. So help me out. Put it in doc format. I'll get you your title page, the works. I will call you up and we'll set up a meeting to get your book published on Amazon free of charge. And then you will be a legit published poet. So I'm sticking that out there for you. This is called Prime by Just T Baby. Here we are sitting up on time, wishing nothing more than being all wrapped up inside. Wishes sometimes do come true, all deep in peace, becoming brand new and in our prime. Smelling the scent of ecstasy, guidance of truth, soul to keep, spirit is mine, loving our energy intertwined. Take me as I am, I accept you even if you ever turned blind. Tomorrow's not promised, bells ring, so let them chime. Come to me, let me tell you a rhyme. Once upon a time, there was a damsel in distress, tired of all the fake up in front, yea, even behind. Seems no one was real. They always want to shine kind. Nothing is wrong. Everything is just fine, right and fine. Not telling any lies. Both know it's our love, while loving each other like it's our life. Willingly put it on the line. One without you. There would never ever be any type of shine. All clouds and rain, please, my baby, always be mine. Very beautiful. Again, it's probably one of the poems that are going in her book. If not, again, she has really good poems inside of her book. Please pick up a copy today, during or after this reading. You won't be disappointed. Very inexpensive, $7.99. Let's see. Windsor. I'm going to read one of Windsor's poems, and then we will get to Pyramid of Myriad. It's a very funny poem. So let's go to Windsor, see if I can pick that up here real quick. Again, it just tickles me pink that you guys have decided to come here to my little old channel and just for a simple little poetry read. Windsor. Okay. It says you have 348 followers, 238 followers, 288 followers, 348 following. So I'm assuming this is your account. Consort. Okay. I'll read Babble Thought. I did this a lot, made me think of uncertainty's endeavor to be used but never known, to be seen but never owned. Am I anything more than a talking monkey fundamentally? No different to life and self-preservation to avoid discomfort? Do I ask and answer for any other reason but to self-sustain? And then I look beside myself and don't see much difference, me and that monkey. But maybe the moment when uncertainty is embraced is that the moment I am more than just a talking monkey. Which leads me to another thought. Don't worry, I'll spare y'all the poor grammar and effort needed of reaching too far outside your parameter. Here is your certainty back to fill your answers. Wow. Interesting. Interesting poem. Okay. Uh, Pyramid of Marriott. Again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. If you want a poem read, put it in the comments section. I can't read your mind. So let me know. Uh, ooh, okay. Several of them here from Justy Baby. Pyramid of Marriott. So let's get this over here. Thanks again for being here. Let's see. Pyramid. I must have spelled it wrong. Pyramid. Okay. Here we go. Pyramid of Marriott. This is a collaboration between me, myself, IAm MichAel, and Justy Baby. Uh, called Pyramid of Marriott. Angel of Death, tell me the truth. Bring me down to raise the roof. Days ticking for the persnickety pickings. Snooty noses in the air, they are sniffing. Enlightenment shines upon my brow. Somehow I know not thee nor thou. Take me neither afar to places in pretense, pretentious notwithstanding in sense. Guardian of mine, give me more time. I ask of thee, giving no front nor behind. As smiles and giggles meditate past 9, always give me what is yours half mine. Enigmatic and ecclesiastical substance, draconian provocation, relegate dance. Providence pursues inevitability clause, evisceration precludes divinity's pause. I am aware lies will get you there, just you know truth takes you everywhere. From sunrise to sunset, nothing compares. Split a ride, let's eat, the cost-effective share. Destination, hesitation. Predication, illumination. We are there. That was called Pyramid of Marriott. And if you can understand what that's trying to say, you're a better man than I. Uh, let's go. Let's go to Sign of the Time. Again, I'm reading these faster than I normally would because I want to try to get all these poems in. There's so many people here today. Bless your hearts. So I want to give all of you some airtime. Uh, those of you who have had multiple readings, I might end up skipping one of yours to get to somebody else who hasn't had a reading yet, just to be fair. Just to let you know, there is a Sign of the Times play version in another account that's been blocked. I will bring that to you guys in the near future if you so request. So we'll go to the author here once again, Damien T. Hallen. Love to hear that familiar sound. One of these days they're going to come knocking on my door. It's King. All right. This author here, this poet, Damon T. Hallen, it's got so many wonderful poems. I could spend a whole session just reading his poems. I never get tired of it. So make sure you follow him so you can get the full measure of what a delight he truly is. Sign of the Times by Damon T. Hallen. Students today quite enjoy examinations, justifiably including grading curves. Ever since quadratic calculus professors zealously teach keen pupils all new curriculums based upon revisionist lyrics taken from words so zestfully written by Swedish pop sensation band Ace of Base, but having thus thence indeed when retold, I saw the sign, and that is sign spelled S-I-N-E. Yeah, he's a bit unusual and quirky, but he's no Edgar Allan Poe. He will not die a poor man, I hope. Let's leave that there. There. Um, Sage Bird. We'll type in that poet name because there is too popular. Read. By the way, again, Sage Bird is a uh, phenomenal poet. You'd be really shooting yourself in the foot and have an accident before you even knew what happened if you don't follow Sage Bird. That was a line drawn from Jurassic Park. It wasn't mine. The Lost World. You haven't seen that movie? Where have you been? There by Sage Bird. I'm always there for them, no matter where their hearts may be. But do they ever stop to see what it is that's wrong with me? I reassure, I stitch their wounds, but when I'm bleeding out, they walk away asking, who is she? It's a very good question, and I'm feeling that right now. I won't go into my own life drama, but I love that poem very much. Thank you for having me read that, uh, Sage Bird. That's very nice of you. Smile Always by Just T Baby. Let's see. That might pop up here. Let's see what we got. Again, I'm going to have a all-day live reading on Friday. Be sure you're here between 10 and 12 a.m. Between 10 a.m. and 12, 3 and 5 in the afternoon, and 8 to 10 in the evening. This time, I'm trying not to fall asleep. We'll see what happens. I do work a full-time job, so when I do these, I'm usually pretty tired. But I like to bring these trainings tomorrow. So if not careful, you may get played. Yes, emotions can always change. Don't make a frown permanent because feelings can get in the way. But keep the cracks to your face crinkled. Don't give negativity a chance to get in the way. Crinkled or wrinkled doesn't matter. Let nothing but the sound of joy and laughter make your expression change. The opening on your face, a mighty big doorway. That's right. Keep smiling. Due to the imprints left on an onlooker's brain, don't let their memory be tainted in that way. Yes, that's right. Keep smiling and never change. Once again, her book is down there on the description. Even if you're watching the replay, the book will stay there in the description. Click on that link. Take a look. It's a free chance to take a look at it, see if you like it. And then if you do, of course, make that purchase. Let her know to be encouraged. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make everybody here encouraged. Okay, let me turn now. Thank you for listening, everyone. This is from Colors Fade, Darkness Invades, Ashley Gunn, Cracks Filled with Gold. So let's go to this one real quick. Boy, look at that time. It's just going by so fast. Colors Fade, Darkness Invades. Once again. Okay. see what comes up here. By the way, I now have over 300 followers. I want to thank all of you for being faithful, loyal followers. All of you know that I try to do you right. I make comments. Um, I like your poems. Sometimes I even talk to you in my DM. I try to be on a very personal level on each and every one of my followers as much as possible while retaining integrity and with righteous intent. I don't try to go beyond the boundaries of what us poets should be doing with one another. So, again, thank you for being true and honored friends of mine. Color fades, darkness invades. My pages once stained with the colors of my soul. Catastrophic rainbow hues poured from these bones. Words and colors swirled with every vision that I had. Going blind, tainted frames, see the world in shades of black. This colorless canvas creates a clouded mind. See a stranger behind sad eyes, imitations of a mime. Feeling trapped in a box, no desire to escape. Drowning in toxic notions as the darkness invades, penetrating my body with force, devouring my soul. I don't resist. And now I paint these pages with the remnants of satanic ink. Bravo. That stirred up some emotions there. Once again, that's Cracks Filled with Gold. If you haven't followed her, what's your problem? Uh, let's see. Before Promises. Okay, that's from Unknown Friend. So let's get to this real quick. Make sure, of course, that you have the punctuation and uh, the correct, if it's capitalized or anything, make sure you have that correct as well because Poetizer is not user friendly. And we don't want to stall this too long because we have very little time. Before Promise. Okay. I have to go to Unknown. Okay. Oh, the one that's before Promise. Okay. This is the one, it's just called Dot. I showed a colleague some poems about death. She asked me not to act like another colleague. I replied that this is a method for me so that I don't end up committing suicide. She told me that she would rather die for one and come back with fresh strength the next. And I asked her how she could die for one day. She said she would disconnect from the world. I asked how it could be connected. I didn't get an answer. Nice. I read that today. It's pretty good. Okay. Damon T. Holland, Exemptions. Let's read this one real quick. Make sure, once again, you put your poems in the comment section and don't hesitate. So we can get you read, so we can get you noticed. And again, you can come back on Friday. There's 3 sessions, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you don't get your poem read today, you can get it read all day Friday, as much as you want. No limit. Thanks again for being here. Exemptions by Damon T. Holland. Sit in hushed silence and watch that screen. You dare not give me cause to pause, and thus be mad thence truly mean. It matters not whether you holler or scream. Your pain has been fated, to whence I deem of the reason you are here in the first place. You said you wanted full exemptions today, so I gave you a pass, and now the toll you pay shall show forth hence upon your crying face. What do we have next here? That was by Damon T. Hallen. Uh, okay. Uh, okay, I'll come up real quick here for you. I realized that you wanted something else. Let's see what we got here. Again, thank you all for being here. I'm going to breeze through this real quick. Listen closely. This is the tongue twister. What a peacefully quiet life have I. Nothing disturbs me or makes one say, oh my. But hark! What is that sound I hear? It creeps indeed ever closer to me near. My clothes are stripped from me now, am I bare? Why are they thrown from me without care? Oh no! It's worse now, am I taking a bath? Oh why did I have to be put on this path? Ew! White horses now stamp and champ upon me. Yuck and muck, muck, they chew me up with glee. While down this tube of darkness foreboding, my trust in a God is quickly eroding. Now I churn and swirl in a vat of goop. My mind and sanity are thrown for a loop. Yuck! On down my journey continues to slack. Oh please, no, I don't want to pass out the back. So here I now sit in this pool of poo, never wishing that which happened to me to someone else to you would do. I just got to say this to you, Damon T. Hallen. I'm sorry to say right now you're my brother because that is absolutely revolting. And I'm sure you're out there right now just giving yourself a 5 clap salute saying, way to go, way to go. Okay. Back on this some more reasonable writing here from Sagebird. Love ain't blind if you open your eyes. Love ain't blind if you open your eyes. Love ain't blind. I can't even focus now. What a disgusting poem. Love ain't blind if you open your eyes. By the way, I'm reading these live, by the way, so hope that you guys, when you write something not disgusting, you have me read it live. Hope that you're proud of yourself. Okay, this is wonderful. Thank you, Sagebird, for doing this because Collins Prolific is one of my followers, and I follow Collins because this is a fantastic poet. Fantastic. If you don't know who Collins is, follow him on Poetizer. Love ain't blind if you open your eyes. Sometimes love plays a trick on us. When we get deeply a hold of it, it shuts our eyes and we don't see any imperfections in our partner. We don't see the true color of a person until they've hurt us so badly. No wonder they say love is blind. Open your eyes, dear. Now you can see the demon you fell in love with. That is so true. If people would just pay attention, but love is blind, and well, blind leads the blind, you end up in a ditch. Sorry to have to tell you. Let's see what I got here. Yes, Collins is an amazing poet. If you have not followed Collins, what's the matter with you? I'm going to read you one of my dedication poems real quick here. I know that you guys still got other poems you want to be read. Don't worry, fear not. We got another hour. Um, This is one I really liked. This is a collaboration with a poet called Zekie. That's Zekie. Write that down, like, comment, and follow Zekie as soon as you leave this podcast. Uh, Thank you. Great poet. Um, I wrote this in a collaboration with him. It's called A Gunfighter's Tale. You're going to enjoy this with Zeke and I am Michael. Standing here steady, my hand near my Colt. Cold as steel, eyes red from whiskey and beer. Sights set on this flagrant, so arrogant and brash. Stares right back at me, apparently without fear. My hands are shaking, my legs are moving. I'm ready to shoot you like I'll eat a succulent steak. I'll irk you to no end. You can be grueling, but am more worse. I'm steady and straight. Fear has no place in my hand. I'll kill you without thought, right where you now stand. But will you be faster than my hand can draw? That's why my skin now begins to crawl. That west wind, that smooth silk pistol in your pocket. I'm ready to fire like an eagle gives food to its children. You treacherous soul, your heart is full of treason. Prepare your grave, because down you go. Blood in my hands. How could this be? Never saw it coming. He just shot me. Curious feeling was always destiny. To face death head on right bravely. Did I ever draw my thoughts scatterly? Maybe he's hit, together die eternally. Fainting, dark, darker still, darkest sky, blood, blood. And that was a collaboration with Zeke. I'll type that down here. Make sure you follow Zeke on Poetizer, phenomenal poet. Let's see what we have here. The Inner Goddess by Just T Baby. Again, her book is there at the bottom. Don't be shy now. Step into the light. That's not mine. That's from The Desolation of Smaug from the Hobbit trilogy. Smaug was speaking to Bilbo, who was wearing that fantastic invisible ring. And for some reason, he always wanted to take it off. Go figure. Anyway, click on that link at the bottom, the Amazon link. Click, like it, buy it, and be happy that you did so. I've been speaking about it. I forgot what the name of it. The Inner Goddess. The Inner Goddess. There we go. The Inner Goddess by Just T Baby. The goddess within calls out to you. Like the gentle cello, no matter its size, you will feel and hear it echoing hello. It envelops you in a warm and soothing embrace, notes dancing ever so whimsically through time and space, traveling down inside your ear. It's like getting the sweetest kiss from your dearly beloved that is always near. No matter if it's night or day, the tune will stay the same, up until it is the goddess status you have attained. Beauty is the song. You can call it by its name. Melody rings so true. Go ahead, let it go. Get lost in its groove, for it means nothing until you lay back and relax. Open your heart. The love inside will never be in lack. The key to moving forward if you have to forgive and move on from your past. But begin by asking the question when looking in the mirror. Wow, who is that? The one that's always staring back. The answer can come in many forms, in a dream or other ways too, such as in the shape of a cloud. If the answer isn't, it's only the beginning of your spiritual path, or you're not ready for the answer just yet. Your subconscious will never lead you astray. It has your best interest at hand. in every moment of every day. So give thanks to your ultimate ally, whether coming or going, it is always right there inside. You will soon learn from it, whether it be midnight, morning, or midday. It's here to guide you. Never will it be in the way. So set aside a time to talk it out. Be ready for whatever. However, things will come about. You'll see that what I say is true if you truly look within. A better you will emerge. You never be the same again. Again, that's Just T Baby. Click on that link. Click it on it and see what you see if you like it. And if you do, hey, it's an encouragement to purchase somebody's book to help them out. Negative Flowers by Sagebird. Nice to see Reeve. Make sure, Reeve, that you put in a poem that you would like. It's nice to have you here today. Another phenomenal poet. All of you, great poets, great poets. Just for my brother, great poets. Negative Flowers by Sagebird. Let's put that in there real quick. Shouldn't be too hard to find. How many people use the title Negative Flowers? We shall soon see. Let's see. And I'm just having a ball today reading these poems. Here we go. Negative Flowers by Sagebird. If you don't know who Sagebird is, you should know by now. I've been mentioning it. Get to know Sagebird, and you'll really love her poems. Negative Flowers. To receive the most flowers when you're dead, you receive the most love when you're sick. Oh, you receive the most flowers when you're dead. You receive the most love when you're sick. Our society focuses on the negative because when you're better again, nothing ever happened. I'm afraid to die with dreams. Not when I could make memories. I wish everyone got along because our hearts sing the same song. You know what? That's so true. Don't give me the flowers when I'm dead, when I can't do anything with them. For God's sakes, man, give me the flowers now while I'm alive. So, yes, that poem really speaks true. I read that and I was like, it's profound. It's true. Rev 9. I'm going to, do a poem here. Yes, Damien, thank you for spending time here. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go to Rev 9 here. Rev 9, what is your handle? So I know to look you up. Can you read, please? Dear German. Yes, I will. Rev 9, make sure you let me know what your poetizer handle is, please. I think I got it right here. I'm not sure, so I don't want to read somebody else's poem. Okay. Dear German. You just wrote it. You just wrote it. I love it. Dear German, congratulations. You told a girl who tried to jump out of the window that school is not the place to be. Good thing home is the right place. You spoke up so you wouldn't be silent. You deserve an award, especially since it was with the police in front. And now you see why I faithfully follow. Unknown friend. That's hilarious. Windsor. Yes, calligraphy, mind. I'm hoping that you spelled it right because I'm going to put in the way that you spelled it here. I'm going to put that into the search engine. So, calligraphy, mind. Calligraphy, mind. And let's see what we get here. You spelled it right. I read from the wrong person, Windsor. You should have said Windsor gift, but that's okay. Somebody got credit. Um, calligraphy mind. He doesn't write in ballpoints with inklings. Pages typesetting by tracing, in forms of laureate spacing. Letters lined by intellect chasing, bound for cursive framing. Oh no! Rather, he etches with fountain tips pointed inwards. An inked well spills outwards. His lips sharpened in words. Bleeding souls scribe out words. Wellness refills souls to pure works. Calligraphy Mind in Free Verse by Windsor Gift. That's a nice bit of a thinker, a nice poser. Thank you very much. Uh, yes, now I know. Windsor Gift is you on Poetizer. Uh, again, feel free to put your poems on here. That's me too, but I got. Oh, okay. So, okay. So I didn't waste my time. Okay. Sage bird. um, little gold watch. And Garland makes little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. So I'm a Hoosier, but I'm currently living in Washington D.C. But uh, little golden watches. Is that what it is? Little golden watch. Uh, sorry about that. Really bad rendition of wonderful song. Sung poorly. Uh, Little Golden Watch by Sage Bird. Hope you're enjoying yourself today. I know that I am reading these. Again, subscribe to my channel. Please don't leave without subscribing because that's an insult to me. I need the subscribers. If you're watching the replay, subscribe. That way, next time I don't have to make an announcement on Poetizer. You will already know that I'm doing a live broadcast. And I need the subscribers. So please, out of respect for me, subscribe. My little golden watch, so shiny in the light, is frozen in time. It sticks in my mind about how this watch used to not be mine. You used to wear it when it told time. Now it is stuck. Like the rest of our time together, our family is falling apart without you. I forgot to say, I love you too. By Sage Bird. Very nice. Very loving, very touching. Family oriented poem at that. Let's see what we got here. Make sure that you don't hesitate. Get those poems up there so I can read. Otherwise, I have to revert to what I have, which is another one of my dedications. Keep the flow going here. We don't want any awkward pauses during this 2 hours. So let's do another one of my favorites. This was with J.D. Noble. If you don't know J.D. Noble, let me just tell you, he's unusual, but he's a hoot to read, and you won't fall asleep in his work. We collaborated with this poem, me and J.D. Noble. IAm MichAel. It's called Hansel and Gretel. It's based off of Hansel and Gretel, obviously. In a hill far away past an old abandoned haunted cabin lived a crazed old hag with eyes of fire, a duck-billed snout, and long, jagged teeth. She lived with her ravens, Sneaks, and her black cat named Peets. Never by day would she give up her day, for it was only at night she would sound off her fright with a shrill "Ah!" But it was on this particular night that two children did play she intended to harm and to slay. Now those children knew, as all kids knew, that the last thing that you wanted to do was play in those woods, on that hill, by that cabin. The stories made that much pretty clear. So the old hag didn't feel much remorse as she mixed up a potion, so bitter, of course, a potion to turn them into gingerbread, because she was hungry and cross in her head. Come, come, little kitties, sit down by my fire, so hot and so pretty. I'll bring you your desires, sweet cupcakes and candy. Well, isn't that dandy? Fat grapes and strawberries to go with those cherries. A little more chocolate and maybe some ginger. A right good hard coconut and maybe some gin. Now eat up, young snappers. Don't hold back or pause. Still your tongues. Find all these flavors, and I'll tell you when. The kids didn't look too worried right then. Far too easy to buy trust from them. Children are foolish and greedy sometimes. She thought she saw them feast on apple pies, feast on the potions, slurp it all up in a far too generous portion size. She cackled with glee, she smiled happily. This was a part that she loved to see. The kids realized they see through the lies just as they began to decrease in size. So thinly and frail the children remained, although so much food they'd obviously retained. So hard as she tried, the old hag had died, 'cause having a skunk twice fried was implied, and nary a word was heard from again this wicked old witch and her funk. No, I was not high that day that I decided to do that collaboration. I was very happy to do so with JD Noble. Um, this is Crexwell of Gold, Conflicted Convictions. Conflicted Convictions. Let's see. Convictions. Here we go. By cracks filled with gold. You must be rich. Okay, conflicted convictions. Desperate for connection, yet I feel so disconnected. Of my heart, I'm so protective, of my company, so selective. My life, a pure reflection of a soul that is so conflicted. This is not what I envisioned. A hollowed heart, the love is missing, numb to my convictions, questioning my existence, cocooned in self deception. Thank you. While I call it self preservation, the price of peace so expensive, the cost of souls and isolations, I must follow my intuition down the path to my redemption. My cracks filled with gold. Very nice. Did you hear the compare and contrast? I sure did. Very nice job there, cracks filled with gold. Thank you very much for that poem. Yes, I know you have to go. Uh, God bless you, everybody. Unknown friend has to excavate the premises, and we was happy to have her. Thank you very much, Ashley. That's really different and awkwardly freeing here to something I wrote aloud. I don't see any more poems here in this list, so I'm going to read another dedication here real quick for a collaboration. And make sure you get your poems up there so I can read them for you. Time grows short. I don't want you to miss your opportunity to get your poems read. Uh, this is another collaboration from another poet called Let Ha, spelled just like that for a follow. So type that in there, follow Let Ha. She's a phenomenal and very bubbly poet. She loves to laugh. It's called Grace, the Majestic Tiger Zebra. Hi, my name is Grace. I'm the Majestic Tiger Giraffe. Dining gracefully was the story behind my name. My mouth is so frail I drink from the tiniest of carafes. That sleeping became harder than I thought. The food traveled, cannot digest that I am majestic. My only plus is that my hind legs can give quite a thrust, a must. I got my tongue to stick out to clean. My sophisticated face I have to watch my back. Otherwise, the cops might charge me for the murder of a human being. My eyes are beady, my manners are seedy. These hands are shorty, my booty is porty. My height's so high the birds fly by and struck my eye a wry magpie. Mr. Robert, the only being that might relate to me regarding the size. No offense to all the Roberts out there, we mean only one in specific. No offense to Grace, both human being and a giraffe, and no grass or leaves were harmed in this work, nor our love towards nature and animals' laws. Grace the giraffe. Hilarious. Let's see. Okay, Sage Bird had to leave. No problem. Thank you for having been here. We appreciate you. Uh, I don't see any poems here to be read. I want to go to uh, Windsor here real quick. Let's see. Yay. Okay, you give me a hard time with that. So um, make sure you give me poems. I can't look up your name, Windsor. So, or am I typing it wrong? Oh, it's Windsor. There we go. Okay. Don't miss a step. I'm not shouting at God because this me don't see him. I'm not crying to God because this me don't believe in him. I'm not praying to God because this me don't appreciate him. I'm not surprising to God because this me don't reach him. I'm not what faith conceives because this faith is born at the seams. Can you see me? I peek. Can you see through? You speak. I am not what I could be. Are you what you deem? How do we stand close to what we breach? Did I need God or did I need humanity? That's right, Windsor Gift. Thank you for that poem. Appreciate that. Cracks filled with gold. Let's see what we have here. that's not working. Let's see if we got any more poems here. Okay, thank you. That helps because I can't find your name there for some reason. You guys probably don't know this. I don't like Poetizer. They're a crap site. Cosmic Scars. Here we go. Okay. This is a really good poem, guys. Listen to this one. Cosmic Scars by Cracks Filled with Gold. Expressing invisible scars scattered across my skin like stars in the night, only to be seen in the absence of light. Connecting all the dots, constellations manifest, mapping out my soul's confession. A guide to all my life's transgressions, love's rust and cosmic dust. Leave a trail to every grievance. Born from chaotic injustice, there's always a star with sinful secrets. Excuse me, I apologize. Take a time out here real quick just to tell you guys, thank you. It is roasting in my apartment. Oh my God. It's 81 degrees in here. I have my AC on and it's not working. And I'm hot and I'm sneezing and my nose is running. I'm miserable, but I'm doing this anyway. You can't see this, but that's sweat running down my face, into my eyes, onto my glasses. But I'm sweating it out for you. I'll take a long hot shower and a nice soak in the tub afterwards. It's roasting in here. Good God. Yeah, exactly. I'm burning up. Okay, I sweat all down my arms. Whew, the things I do for you guys. Senseless, thank you, Winsor. Senseless senses. Senseless senses. Whew. Senseless Senses by Jesse Baby. Okay. Yeah. Say it proud, peeping in the crowd. Looking left, right, and all around. Can't you see it? Nope, you can't. It's not allowed. You can't see the sound. Just listen, though. Oh, hear that sound. Voice echoing through the smiles and the frowns. Down or down, down or down, down or down, down, down. Don't you smell the excuses? Oh, that wretched sound. Lies bleed to the ground. Clue is the word. Being tossed all around. Blind eyes swindle. Feeling no touch. While being thrown to the ground, slowly rise up to thumps thumping. From the unknown cities to the old ghost towns. No more senses. It's now a free for all. Inexplicable is how it is. And oh, how the storyline is always told. See this right here? This is called a liking that Amazon and looking at that preview saying, hey, I want the book. I want to read more of her poems. And there you have it. Thank you. Yes, I am miserable. I could probably take this hat off and I won't because I'm bald. So I could take this hat off and I could Squeeze it. And I gotta wear this tonight at work, so I have to go to the laundromat and wash this out so I don't smell like funk at work tonight. Ugh. And I'm the property manager, so I can't call anybody up and say, "Hey, look, you ain't doing your job. Where's my air conditioning?" I'm the property manager. I can't complain to myself. Okay. uh, I don't see any poems here listed. Uh-huh. Or a shower cap. Windsor. Yeah, Windsor. Okay, that's why I didn't find it. It's Windsor gift. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is by Windsor. Gift is called Am I Worth? As if God is not mad. How do I deserve? How can I give a moment that makes me worth more than worthless? How did I find a world that was worth my world, but not understand I ain't worth a word? Do you remember me, the poet warrior, the bar stool philosopher? Do you remember the Sean with the Windsor dew? You remember the want, big, the sever. Am I creating so grand I was never? Do you remember the when and he was like, I'm just a venture? Or do you remember me thinking I was more important than I ever was? I, with someone, would say, do your thing, Sean. The world had its own sculptures. But for some sadistic reasons, sorry, I got this idea that I'm worth the verse. Imagine a bunch of us, though, thought that we would be special. That was by Windsor Gift, Sans to Sneeze, by Windsor Gift. I'm so sorry about my sneezing. Could be worse. Anything but ordinary by Cracks Filled with Gold. Cracks Filled with Gold. That little jingle that I just sang there is in a movie called Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's part of the theme song. If you haven't seen the movie Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme, or God forbid you never heard of Jean-Claude Van Damme because he was born after 2000, watch the movie. It's a great movie. If you like martial artists, watch that movie. Lost my point. Let's see. Anything but ordinary. Plugging movies here now. It's doing me no good. I do like the movie. Anything but ordinary by Cracks Filled with Gold. Cracks Filled with Gold. Okay. Never been one to call myself a pessimist. I've always been able to see the silver lining, though I'd consider myself more of a realist, able to see the truth in plain sight hiding. Not sure if it's a blessing or a curse. Who knows and who cares? These labels are just yet another burden we carry. This life isn't ordinary. No, it's anything but ordinary. And I suppose that's just a harsh reality. Can't have the good without the bad. It's simply duality. Some are blinded by the optimism without seeking the truth, you see. But I suppose what they say is true. Ignorance is bliss. Awareness can bring its own misery. This life isn't ordinary. By Cracks Filled with Gold. And if you want a deeper meaning for what she's saying in this poem, you can simply watch the movie called The Matrix, and then you can see why they say, "Why, oh, why did I not take the blue pill?" Anyway, moving on from that. I don't see any more poems here yet, and I don't want to go rooting around, so I'll just read another one of my dedication poems while you guys are getting your poems in order. Time just flies by when we're not having fun. This is a very beautiful poem that I dedication to Dead Roses. Now I'll type this in. If you don't know who Dead Roses is, first of all, shame on you. But she's a very phenomenal poet. She writes very real, genuine poems. A lot of uh, very pessimistic type poems. She's very real. She doesn't do a lot of fantasy. Every once in a while she does, but uh, going to the poem. This is called Two Dead Roses. I was going to lift the face of your flower today. I was going to water it, feed it, replant it in May. I was going to sing to it, talk to it, I love you, say. I was going to hold its head up and say, it's okay, but I didn't. I didn't do any of that. Am I cold? Am I heartless? Am I bold? Am I careless? No. It's because, as I always told you before, I accept just the way you are. Always believe you are loved, admired, and cherished by everyone here, and you are a light in a chaotic place. That smile tonight on our face, Roses, that is thanks to you. God bless. Don't see any more poems, guys. Come on, give me a poem. Anybody, give me a poem. I've told people this before. I live by poems. If I didn't write poems, it's in my blood. I would probably be dead or wishing that I was. It sounds a little extreme, but that's the life of a poet. We live, breathe, eat, poop poetry. That's what we do. Another collaboration here with Irene. It's called A Mother's Love. Sapphires, diamonds, pearls. If only I could give you these for each truth you've helped me see. Sometimes in our lives, the only person we can count on is a good, strong person who works hard, takes care of the family, cooks, cleans, and sets the moral fiber of the entire family. It's not easy to do these things, but that's the nature of being a good mother. The children are raised by her and according to the love she gives from inside. And when they are grown, the whole world had known that for them, their mother was unlike any other. Troubled on the rise. We're going to be ending this podcast soon, guys. So if you want your poems read, get them on up here and we'll get you taken care of. Troubles on the rise. Again, Just T Baby's book is featured today, so you should go visit, purchase that book. What's we doing something wrong here? Troubles on the rise. Oh, put with the. Silly me. Okay, I don't see troubles on the rise. So we'll come back to that later. Divinity's Creature by Apparition Dark. Oh, yeah, I know who Apparition Dark is. Are you kidding? Divinity's Creature. Okay. I'll click on that in a second here, Jesse, baby. I'll check that out. Just for you guys to know, Apparition Dark is a very good poet. A lot of love poetry, a lot of romance. Make sure you follow him as well. Terrific uh, guy. Divinity's Creature. There we go. Okay. Just so you guys know, he's kind of he's dark and he's explicit, so he doesn't hold anything back. This by Apparition Dark is called Divinity's Creature. She is the epitome of sin. Bloody locks of hair stained the dress she made. From fresh flesh, made of men, she'd slain. With skin of smelted fire feeding her desire. A lustful passion, her permanent action. The souls of men try to resist. Alas, all cease to exist. The extinction reaches a climax. No more to resist. Her sulfuric soul now roams the earth to and fro, seeking the last man's soul. As she brushes by, you taste the stench of death on her breath. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was by Apparition Dark, and obviously that was quite dark, but a joy to read. All right. Troubles on the Rise. Let me see. It says recent. So let's type in T baby and users. There we go. Troubles on the Rise. Again, I have an all-day marathon on Friday. If your poem doesn't get read today, it will be done on Friday. Yeah. Just baby, I don't see it. Yeah. Can't read it because I don't see it. Let's see. I don't see anybody. Oh, Troubles on the Rise. I see now. You changed to what you said before. Okay. Here we go. Troubles on the Rise by Just Baby. Tell me, what do you want me to do? Tell me about what's on your mind. What are you blaming this time? Each day is something new. New fire burning, the steps that you made, wishing those steps would just forget about you. Warning, trouble is on the rise. Leaving smoke billowing not too far behind. The air is choking me. Tell me, do you really wish I'd really die for you? The nightmare is your desire. Look, you won't even dry my cheek when hearing my cries. Heartless, fall away from me. You're nothing but the devil in disguise. Just burn the chapters once written between you and me, so nothing is left except bad for the memories. It's Just Tea Baby. Her book is featured here today. And so we're going to, let you guys know about that. Just want to say here real quick, on Friday, we're going to have an all-day marathon. And I invite all you guys to come here between 10 a.m., 12 p.m. Check your time zones. We are all from all over the world. We have different time zones, so make sure you get the times right. Make sure when you come here that you already have your poems ready to go, so you can already put them in the comment section so I can just go boom, 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 and I don't waste any of the time for anybody else. Make sure that your poem titles are accurate with the correct punctuation. Like, comment, and share. I would appreciate that. Any comments and concerns, you can always ask me. You put it in the comment section, be like, oh, how old are you? Or how long have you been a poetizer? Or where do you live? Things like that, of that nature. You can always ask me. I'll answer those questions live so that everybody can know. And like I said, we're going to be doing different things in the future. Yeah, 83 subscribers. I'm getting fairly tired here, so I'm going to bring this to a close. I don't see any more poems up there. I want to thank all of you guys who have been here all this time. Those of you who have watched this entire presentation today, I appreciate you guys for doing that as well. Leave comments in the comment section when you watch the replay so that I know that you were here watching it. And give me different ideas about how I can improve the experience. So, again, I thank you all for being here. You all have a good day, and I will see you all, as I always do on Poetizer. I will like, comment, and follow each and every one of you. You are my family, and I love you very much. Have a good time. Thanks again.